Hello, fellow streamers. In tonight's episode of Let's Talk Streaming, Season 1, Episode 11, time flies, we're going to do some research and look into how to get my first viewers on Twitch. Because it's getting a little bit lonely doing this, and not from the sense of I streamed 11 consecutive days, I'm not seeing any result, or this, or like things. No, this is the figuring out part, which comes from being a beginner. And all right, so I've been streaming for 11 days and things, and so far the only viewers who has come up has been people just trying to sell me on stuff. Still, I engage with them as if they were, a real. I mean, they actually are a type of audience, but they're not the core audience I'm looking to reach out to. I'm looking to reach out to you who have an interest in streaming. Either you're looking to begin to stream or starting to stream, maybe struggling, or maybe are an established streamer already. I want to form a community, you could say, around streaming. And I haven't so far seen a focus group around this, or like just focusing on the topic of streaming. So for tonight's episode, I'm going to do some research, see are there some tips and tricks that we can find out together here on stream on how I can get the first 2 to 5 viewers coming in, maybe getting some engagement going, because I can't judge from not having an audience if the content and the videos and the streams I do are relevant or not. I think so, but I don't know until, I get some viewers in here, audience, and get this conversation going, because I'm really passionate about wanting to empower you to stream and grow as a streamer. There's a long backstory to that, but enough of that. Let's get straight into tonight's topic of research and how to get my first viewers on Twitch and see what we can come up with. And who knows, maybe we get fortunate or lucky enough that we'll get some viewers. We will see. And let's open up our trusty Chrome here. All right, so the first result here on Google is to ask people I know to just join in on the stream and interact with them. In one way, yeah, it probably will get the job done. People will see that there are people actually watching, interacting and things, and that could be a way to start. This is Streamfrogs is probably here geared towards gamers, and I don't know. For me, it doesn't feel like the way to go, because I really want to start from, I'm on my streaming 0 to hero journey, and for me this feels a little bit like cheating, and I don't want to cheat. Sure, if that's the only option I have to get something going, and if it's a, call it, ethical and moral shortcut, then maybe that is the way to go. I don't know. If you want to try that, fine. If not, then we will continue to see what we can find for tips. So optimize your profile. We've already set up the profile in one of my earlier streams. If you're a gamer, choose the right games. Here, I guess I would argue the point that is your main goal just to be a successful gamer who streams, and you're letting that dictate what games you play. My immediate thoughts are you going to be consistent and follow through in the long term? Because if you're going to spend hours on end playing a game which you don't enjoy, I don't think I could do that. I don't know you, maybe you can. And if that's the route that you're going, fine. I wish you all the best. I would say, from my personal point of view, and this is just one voice, right? Choose the game that you like and enjoy and you are passionate about, because that will shine through. And my personal take, I'd rather have a smaller community if I were doing gaming as my streaming focus around that game, and we can enjoy it together, rather than I don't know, play Fortnite or one of these other boomboxers, which I'm not into, I don't do, and it's like, do I have to go on stream and play this game again, which I don't even like. Sweet spot is if you like games that are good for streaming. I don't know, Escape from Tarkov, Minecraft, Fortnite, just not my flavor, right? So maybe there's a combination there where you can circle what game is getting the most views versus what games you actually enjoy, and that could be something to stream about and let that passion shine through. Maintaining a consistent streaming schedule. Yes, I had a stream where we talked about this. I set one up and adjusted a bit. So that was also done. And in a sense, the game I am choosing to stream is the real life game of streaming. In a sense, engage with your audience. Well, it's a catch 22. This is just how to increase. So here it kind of, what can you do when you have viewers? You can promote your channel on social media. I started to repurpose my stream content to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I haven't been promoting so much link back to my Twitch account here because I am still working on really earning the skill set of the mechanics, like format, title, components of the video. And I'm seeing now that on TikTok is now starting to push out the content, which before the platform, for instance, YouTube does that, then your content doesn't even stand a chance. So you're going to have to figure out what's going on there. And TikTok is doing that. I'm still working on YouTube to figure that out. And as that will start to kind of when I wouldn't say master that skill set, but learn it well enough so that I can get a video stream repurposed, cut it into smaller sections, push it out and it gets pushed. Then is when I can start to see, okay, so what about the messaging and the actual contents of it? Otherwise, it's just like packaging and how to get it out there so it gets pushed, and especially pushed consistently. And from what I've seen on TikTok, my videos get pushed out to around 200, 250 viewers. And I guess that's where TikTok has enough information about how that video is performing to see, do we want to push it further or not? So far, not. So that tells me that formatting things, yes, and I can work on messaging or like getting to the point faster or figuring out the content that's like on the platform. That was a little bit extra tidbit about how to promote your channel on social media and a little bit my thought process of that. And coming to the point here on this point number 5, promote your channel on social media, is when I start to see more engagement and more comments, that tells me that that's probably the time when I can start to focus on the linking and driving, let's say, people back to Twitch here. Because sure, I might lose out by not having it right now. But before I figure out that part, which is to me a lot more important than putting in the backlink to Twitch, maybe that's wrong, I don't know, but that's just my current thinking about it. Enhance your stream quality. Yes, I worked and improved the audio quality a lot. And also identified that probably I could benefit from buying a green screen, so I can remove the background because more of the desktop and software it will actually be shown. Diversify your content, switch it up. Yeah, maybe. I try to do a split between mindset and motivation. These Let's Talk Streaming podcasts, like, I don't know, how-tos, and then pure how-tos. Maybe I need to switch it up a bit more. I don't know, we'll see. And collaborate with other streamers. Now, when I first started, I didn't see anyone focusing so much on streaming. And as I got into, I mean, sure, you have the people who I found were talking about streaming were people successful streamers, but on other topics like gaming or a few other one, and they talked about streaming. And as I now got in and starting to get this content out, searching and so on, I realized that there are actually streamers out there or YouTube accounts out there which is focusing more exclusively on streaming. I can't remember the YouTube channel now, but he was focusing on stream gear, for instance, or mods for plugins and so on. So they're out there. But collaborate with other streamers, especially if you can connect, and especially if you have friends who's also streaming and streaming the same game. I know you can stream and collab together, so that could be something cool to try out. See how that happens and how that what the result is. All right, so 19 tips for streamers. Let's check this one. And as you can hear, I'm having a bit of a sore throat today, so I hope you guys will survive despite the fact. Here's just giving a lot of background. All right, so tips for getting to 100 viewers on Twitch. Yes, that's me. I'd like this. Let's see what they say. So complete your Twitch profile. We've done that with the exception of extensions. Write the catchy bio. Here I can probably use some more work. I think here's a keyword. Clearly explain who I am and what the stream is about. Use a high quality profile picture and create eye-catching banners that reflect your brand. All right. So here I've gone a minimum effort to get something up and then gradually improve it, because I thought that was better than spending too long getting set up, because I wanted to start streaming, because that's when you actually start learning the skill set required to become a successful streaming. Learning by doing is the philosophy I followed. All right, so here's another case. For example, take a look at Sammy's Twitch profile. In his bio says he notifies fans on Twitter when he plans on going live. So that could be something to look into. As a broadcast, hey, I'm going live, tune in on, and then a backlink. Hey, Bea, thank you so much for the follow. Awesome. Are you in the chat by any chance? I keep an eye on the chat and see if he or she makes themselves known. All right, so we're continuing here looking at how to get those first 100 viewers on Twitch and what tips we can see. Choosing the right games, again, we already talked about that. I would say find a combination of games you like and games that are interesting to stream, and try to see if you can hit the sweet spot. Yeah, like I said, with the game that you're passionate about. Personally, I would really not like a scenario if I am picking a game that I don't like and then I have to stream that for hours on end. No. Pick something you're passionate about. That has to count for something. Consistent schedule, we've already seen, already set up. We talked a bit about post-productions and repurposing the stream content. So I am on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, repurposing the content and trying to interact there. And there are two major drivers for this. One is that Twitch, when you're starting out, only allows you to store your stream, is it 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 days. As you grow and you become a partner and affiliate with them, that expands a bit more. How much more? I don't know. For me, it's completely irrelevant right now because I'm not there yet. So what I do is that I not only do I store a recording of all my streams and the components that make up the stream, so desktop, webcam, audio included in the webcam, and my verticals and so on. I store them on my hard drive, but I also upload the long form of the stream, maybe a little bit of edit to cut out like if it's just dead silence, and I actually upload it to YouTube as long form content. So I have that there. And then I see, did I say something good? Was there something motivational? Was it a quick how-to tidbit? Then I kind of cut those out and make new videos out of them to upload on the socials so that they get spread out. And, you know, just more awareness, more subscribers, and eventually I will start to drive those viewers and audience back here towards Twitch to join me and interact with me more live, let's say. Engage with your chat. I just tried to do that right now here when Bai, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, followed me. Then we will see here, create a welcoming environment. Yeah, I try my best. Only one component missing, and that's viewers. But as you can see, even though, actually, let's have a look, right? I can actually show you guys here. So here, nada. There's no one in the chat room. Not that has made themselves know, or I can see. But I'm still trying to, or nah, I just hear Yoda in the back of my mind. Do or do not. There is no try. I will do my best to be welcoming and stream as if I had people in the chat viewing, because that's a very important skill set to practice and get better at. And it doesn't cost anything just to try to have this conversation going, so that when you do have people, those first viewers coming in who are interested and curious, you have this warm, inviting tone and an environment, and you know, hopefully get that interaction going with them. So use welcoming language, enforce rules to maintain a positive atmosphere. Yep, definitely. And whenever I get to the point where I need moderators, it's definitely going to be fostering a empowering and positive atmosphere, because I really want to be a positive influence for streamers, especially if you want to start streaming and you're curious about it and want to start. I 100% believe that you can do it, and then just take it from there and keep growing. And like I said, this is a 0 to hero journey for myself, and I will share when I fail, so that maybe you don't have to, and we can learn from it together. And maybe you come back and share some of your learnings with me, and we get that interaction going, and we learn and grow together. And that just excites me of doing this journey together, because streaming, I think, as a profession, let's say, is very valid. And I've been so impressed by young people, middle-aged people, old people, just having that something inside of them, just looking to get out there in words or passion or great craft skills, music, gaming, life wisdom, or just like me trying to be, or I am passionate about streaming and sharing that. And we have the technology for it now, and it's not hard. And that's why I know that you can 100% definitely do this. And I want to be a force on making that happen. So key takeaways: compelling profile, gaming again, streaming schedule, promote your channel, interact with chat in real time, making viewers feel welcome and involved. Finally, foster a friendly and inclusive environment. Encourage viewer participation and create an economy outside of streaming hours. Yes, so I also have, come on here, creating a community outside of streaming hours. Yeah, so I also have a Discord channel set up as well, but we're going to get to that later. For me, I don't want to push that stuff until I start to see, let's say, more viewership and especially that engagement. I don't know, I just feel like all the other stuff doesn't matter. So I work on the mechanics so I can get more views and audience, so that I then can grow what comes out of my mouth, basically, with the content. And part of that is what we're doing now, streaming as if I have a chat room full of people. What do they think between 100 and 1000? Enhanced stream quality, better equipment, professional overlays, diversified content, and so on. I want to just point something out here. What you might have missed between here. In the first 100 viewers, they are not talking about green screen background, so you can cut your background out. They are not talking about a stream deck. They are not talking about super fancy microphone equipment or cameras or this or lighting or that. Just basically what I am doing. I can improve my profile, but creating a profile doesn't require any extra special stuff. Maybe someone that has a good camera or a good phone can take a profile photo of you if you want your face out there. Games, if you're a gamer, you already have a game you like, start there. And then setting a streaming schedule and keeping to it, totally doable. You can set up a Twitter and Instagram account to start to promote your channel and kind of spread that around. You can interact with the chat in real time, and even interact with the chat even if it has 0 viewers, to get it more engaging. So all of this you can do without going for the fancy, flashiest, stream or the purple background or like lighting and things like that. It does start to play in when you start to see some viewers based on this list here as you gain traction to continue to grow stream quality. And again, this page kind of reinforces the message I've been saying in quite a few of my streams and my videos, that it's small steps every day, small incremental improvements, and you will get there. And as you start to grow, same method applies. Just keep improving where you can. So they're saying again, equipment, professional overlays, diversified content, engaging with your audience, coming up again. But in this case, you can set up some loyalty programs and exclusive subscriber benefits, along with cross-promotion with other streamers can significantly boost your growth. So this is also something I want to do and do joint streams on the topic with other successful streamers or up-and-comers for that matter. But first, we need to get to this point based on the list and also from what I understand. Yeah, here they say again with the production quality. Invest in a high quality microphone for clear audio and good webcam for sharp video. And proper lighting. Yeah, I agree here. If I would say, and my thinking is this, because like this, start with what you got, get into and learn the mechanics of it, because as you learn the mechanics and they become second nature to you, that frees up time and mental focus, and it becomes so easy that you can look into either what you content, how you stream, and these type of things, or these other things where, you know, how can I improve this or that, or do post editing to spread it around the social websites and so on, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So you start where you are basically, and you grow from there. Yeah, and they're saying about the importance of audio, video, light, softbox, and making the stream more enjoyable. I'm looking forward to when I get there, figuring that out and making it the best possible stream for you guys. Use professional overlays. Custom overlays in the alert system can significantly enhance the visual appeal of your stream. I actually set up an alert system for followers, and I'm really curious because I didn't catch it on OBS when that happened, but I did hear the sound alert to trigger, so I'm very curious to go back and see how it appeared in the stream recording when that happened. Overlay should be clean and not overly cluttered. Yeah, makes sense. Here's another keyword, experiment. Try things as you figure it out. Different games in real life sessions, like streaming from your phone. Organize team events like Q&A sessions, etc. And I have, maybe I talk about that in an upcoming stream, I'm not sure, but I have a quite clear vision of what I would like to turn Streaming Zero to Hero into, community-wise, theme-wise, streaming-wise, and so on. And I'm still on that step 1 or 2 mechanics, and getting those first so crucial and important viewership coming regularly. And it's all part of being a beginner and figuring it out and learning that skill set. And I used to be, early on in this journey I'm doing now, I used to be a little bit, I wouldn't say bummed out by not getting an audience or viewers, but when I realized that I'm learning the basic skills and I should judge progression based on how my skills grow, not how many views my videos are getting or how many people are hanging around in the chat interacting with me, because I'm not there yet. I'm building skills, and you can too. Loyalty programs and so on makes a lot of sense. Reward your regular viewers, your core viewership group, and yeah, just keep encouraging repeat viewership. Streamlabs is another type of streaming software. I'm using OBS, which is free. I haven't looked into Streamlabs yet. I will most likely do that at some point, because I want to figure out and get as most usage out of OBS as I can before I switch over to something else. Again, following the start simple, grow, and then if there's a reason to really go a specific route, let the necessity be a driver rather than, ooh, shiny, what's that? And ooh, shiny over there. Exclusive perks. Custom emotes, badges, and this again is also part which builds the engagement of setting up custom emotes and things, badges. private Discord channel, exclusive streams. That would be nice when I get that far. Highlight these perks regularly during your streams. Make sure they're generally valuable to encourage viewers to subscribe. Valuable. And another thing, valuable to the viewer. They don't point it out there. I think that was a mistake. If it's not valuable to the viewer that is watching your stream, why would they bother? Food for thought. All right, some example. Here's a section on collaboration with other streamers. Yeah, so it's I would say it's depending on where you are cross streaming. So I invite someone to my stream and they invite me to their stream, and together the other persons, let's say I get invited somewhere, I can talk about streaming here to here in the streaming journey, and some of that person's streamers, their audience might like what they talk about and want to come over and check out my channel, and some of them might stick around. And the opposite is also true. That's the core thought of it. Interesting to see that this comes so long down the list. Create YouTube and TikTok content. I would say that's a part of the definitely part of after you get 100 viewers and up to 1,000 to do this. But I see it as something that one can start with from the beginning, because like I said, you only retain 5, 6, 7 days worth of the stream on Twitch when you're new. And I think it would be a pity, especially if you're gaming. So if you're a gamer and streaming or looking to stream, listen up. There are so many, because I'm not a teen, I'm middle-aged. There are so many gaming moments that have been lost forever because they weren't recorded and they weren't streamed. And it would be pity to get those gaming moments that is just, if you were there, you get it. It was awesome. And have that streamed and then just be deleted because you didn't have anywhere else to put it and you just started streaming. So I would say, and I would argue, take some time as part of getting set up as a beginner to create a YouTube channel and a TikTok channel. How far or how wide you go is entirely up to you, but especially YouTube, because in YouTube you can upload long form content and upload your streams so that you have them saved for later. Who knows how you will use them. So this was a quick overview. Enhance your stream quality with better equipment, so on and so forth. Up your microphone, webcam, lighting for more professional look. Yeah, they're probably right. I would still, my thinking is necessity being a driver for future investment, let's say. Like I said, the only reason why I'm talking about a green screen, in my case, is for my wide content, my image of the web cameras down in the corner gets in the way of stuff, and I'm just tired of moving it around because it takes too much time in post-production. And if I put a green screen back there and I can kind of cut the background out, enough of the desktop will be viewed so that I don't have to move around that all the time and spend that time in post-processing. And that's the reason why I do it. Not because I want to have green screen, because I want to look cool like everyone else. So this is kind of just reinforcing the necessity part of it. Clean custom overlays and alert system to enhance visual appeal. Yep. Something for me to look into with the overlays part when I get there. Diversify, and then there was the loyalty programs and so on. All right, let's see what they say here. Between 1,000 to 10,000. Solidifying the present with guest appearances, advanced community engagement tool, and professional branding. I would say yes, definitely. Creating unique content and leveraging analytics to optimize your strategy will help in retaining and expanding your viewership. Yes, so if you get 1,000 viewers come by regularly to your Twitch stream, you are doing definitely a lot of things right. And when they're saying analytics is basically looking at the performance of your streams. And I would probably also look into your video content that you probably are posting to other social media sites, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so on. Try and figure out what content is doing well, because that's interesting to your viewer, and what isn't. And try to understand why. And perhaps even getting feedback from your audience and your viewers. Because, and I could be wrong here, but my thinking right now is that I would like to double down on that and do more of the thing that get views, get the likes, get the engagement going in from the people, in my case, like you, wanting to learn about streaming, get better at streaming, start to stream or overcome obstacles, and maybe go at it from another angle or perspective to keep becoming even more relevant. And then maybe eventually scale out a bit more, but find the core of how these 1,000 people come and watch the view and the stream. And keep doing that. Cross collaboration, large streamers, definitely. Post streams, joint events, guest spots on each other's channels. Same strategy like before, just on a higher level. Definitely credibility boost and attract more viewers. Ensure these collaborations are genuine and mutually beneficial to build lasting relationship in the streaming community. So it's almost like forming a joint venture. We help each other out. There needs to be a win for, let's say, me as a streamer, a win for you as a streamer, but above all else, my personal thinking, it has to be a clear win for the respective audiences. Otherwise, for me, like, what's the point? And then we go coming into monetization, selling merchandise, and so on. I think I'll leave this topic for later. I would say this is advanced. Well, not advanced per se, but it's just like I'm nowhere near this. But I mean, there are ways to monetizing streams, ads, stuff like that. I'll probably revisit this in the future. This, I think, is more relevant. Host community events. Have fun. We could do, from my case, what I could do with enough viewer base is run a challenge. Maybe I have, I don't know, X amount, 10, 20, 30 people wanting to start streaming but not do it. Let's run a challenge as a community. Let's start them off and let's get them started. Let's support them and see, how we can help them grow. And we can scale from that in other types of communities. Interesting. So interactive tools here, they're coming into Twitch extensions and interactive game polls. So this is also engagement strategies when you can get your audience to be engaged, interactive in things. They should stay longer, which of course Twitch likes. Yeah, and making more dynamic and enjoyable. Yeah, like I said, stay longer, return frequently. Yep. Talked a bit about analytics before, viewer data and so on. Track key metrics such as peak viewership, viewer retention, and engagement rates. And just coming into trying to understand what the content is that really connects with the viewer, that is of the highest interest, because that's a clue that, oh, they really like that. Maybe I should do more of that. And maybe I should do more of that in different perspectives and really own that core of content. Adjusting schedule. And at this level, I would say obviously stick with what you can fit into your life. But if you get, what did I say, 10,000, 1,000 to 10,000 viewers, I'm not sure with the maths involved, but I would like to try to figure out scheduling. And if there is within what I can make happen, let's say scheduling it another way, maybe later is better or beneficial. I don't know the matrix if part-time or full-time streamer, where that happens, I don't know. But if it's a full-time thing, then yeah, definitely tailoring the schedule to fit with the audience makes all the sense. For growth. Still need to have a life. Continues to create unique and innovative content, sets you apart from other streamers. New formats. Yeah, so experimentation to find those other perspective and angles is definitely important. And this is just a summary of what we talked about. All right, and here's just a conclusion based on where we are. So they're saying getting 100 viewers on Twitch can be challenging, but achievable with consistent effort. Consistent being the key word. One moment here. They reiterate compelling profile, selecting the right games, your activity, maintain a regular streaming schedule. And I would say, I mean, this obviously is targeting gamers, but what is it that you're passionate about? Compelling profile, and then set a regular streaming schedule and be consistent in it. Actively engage with your viewers and promote your stream on social media to attract and retain your audience. Yep. So I am, in a sense, already doing what they suggest to, for me to do to get to 100 viewers. The only thing I'm not doing in my social media is provide like a link back to Twitch. That's something I can look into and see if and when. If I do want to implement it, but I'm just thinking, is it the right time? Promote your Twitch channel by creating profiles on other social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, so on. Share updates about your streaming schedule, post highlights from past streams. Here we go. Highlights. And engage with your followers. Yeah, use relevant hashtag to reach a broader audience and participate in conversation within the gaming community. Yeah, game selection is crucial for streaming success in the perspective of gaming. Maybe I'm a little bit romantic here, but gaming cannot be the only key ingredients for streaming success. It just, I refuse to believe that. Maybe that's the truth, but that comes back into, again, if you're not passionate about it, why would you force yourself to do it? My personal thinking, I don't know. I so happen to be a gamer, lifelong wanted that. So for me, I could easily start a game, stream, share it, but it's not gaming as a streamer. I don't want to be that type of streamer who just streams games. I want to champion and empower people to stream and get their passion there, or your inner voice out there, what you're looking to do. That's my passion. That's my game, if you will. All right, so what more can we see? That was a lot to digest and go from. But what I liked was that it was also for the early beginner, midterm, and also going up into really established streamer. Let's see what more we got. Here's another side. Create a stream schedule first and foremost. Consistency. Stick to your schedule. Not consistent. Stream because you love it. There you go. 33 tips. Let's see what he has here. Create a stream schedule. Done that. Stick to your schedule. $5 and 10 users for an entire year when he started streaming. They see the value in what he was doing, right? Man, I would love it when I get to that point. Again, consistent and not giving up, which brings us to the next point. Stream because you love it. Don't stream to grow or to be famous. Stream a game that you love playing. Replace game with what you're passionate about is my take. Find friends who share the game you play and play together. Have fun and share laughter. Sooner than you know it, people will be watching you to view the same game and share the fun with you. Yeah, so this talks about, doing things together with your viewers, even if it's just one viewer, two viewers, or three viewers. He's talking about gaming. I would love to have a back and forth conversation about streaming, as an example. Make sure your audio and video quality are top notch. Yeah, can probably improve lighting. I did improve my audio because that was driving me bananas, and it's a lot better now. Engage with your viewers. We've seen that quite a few times, and start to build a community, respond to comments, ask for feedback, and make them feel like they're part of something. And if you're watching this, well, you are watching this because otherwise you wouldn't know this exists. I would really love to hear your feedback. Is this content interesting to you? Is it relevant? Do you have any questions? Go ahead and comment wherever you see this. And you can always go to twitch.com streaming 0 to hero, which is my Twitch channel, and interact with me live there. Network with other streamers, collab, social media to promote, investing in some cool overlays and graphics to make your stream look more professional and engaging. Overlays are there, they are cool. My personal philosophy is less is more, and if there's a need, I will go that route. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, we will see, but because it's so easy, because there are so many plugins and this and that and bits and bob and gadgets that you could get lost in it, or at least my thinking, right? So I would rather have a grow and slowly incorporate new things when there's a need, because it also means I don't have to feel overwhelmed by having a gazillion amount of things I need to keep track of. Yeah, be yourself and let personality shine through. Authenticity is key to building a loyal following. 100% agree. You can only keep up a fake person for that long unless, I don't know, you're an actor or actress or something. Yeah, tips, highlights, and votes to promote your content and make it more accessible to viewers who may have missed your live stream. This is actually something I don't do, simply because, and maybe I need to try that. Definitely make a note of that. Clip it, highlight, and do votes, because I mean, if it's only going to be there for a couple of days, my thinking, and now that I think of it, that could possibly be quite wrong. That it wouldn't do much if it's just sitting there for 7 days. But I will try to do this, or I will do this and report back with my findings. Yeah, connect with the community. So for me, find out who is as passionate about streaming and having streaming as their main topic, and just join their communities and interact and learn from them. Discord server already done. Yeah, charity streams. Experiment different types of content, creative streams, ARL streams, or podcast style discussions. Podcast style discussions is kind of what I'm hoping to get into, and what this is kind of is, even though it has a how-to style to it as well. Strong internet connection and invest in a good microphone and webcam. Yep. Use Twitch tagging system to help your stream get discovered by new viewers. Interesting. Repurposing your stream recordings to videos, we talked about. Consistency again. Don't be discouraged by slow growth or low viewership. Keep working hard and creating great content, and viewers will come. Yeah, and like I said, that was, at first I felt a little bit like it was a little bit of a downer, doing all this work, sitting, no one still in the chat. And when the big thing that happened with my mindset, like I shared, was that I'm growing skill set, and that's how I can see my progression, let's say. Because lack of progression is a real thing, but I am learning skills. I am getting better. Cool that I'm not standing in the same spot and nothing is happening. I'm getting better. I'm getting more interactive with the chat, even though no one is here. I get to practice that without, I could fall flat on my face and there's no one there. So it's quite safe in that regard. I mean, for me, it's still a recording, but if you keep your recording afterwards, so your toss it, that's entirely up to you. I would argue, my thinking is I want to save it because I want to be transparent and authentic, and being able to, not only for myself to look back and see what I have achieved during the past week, months, or, the future, but also show you guys that I was a beginner and I've actually walked all the steps of it. Encourage your viewers to follow and subscribe to your channel. So now that you're watching this, do follow and subscribe to my channel. That helped me grow, and it will, help you also to get notified when I post new stuff. Create unique and engaging channel rewards. We talked about that already. Twitter to drive people back to the stream. Consider hiring a graphic designer to create custom graphics and branding for your channel. That's a consideration, but I will do that later. I still feel like I have more growth in the mechanics to figure out. And it also helps, I don't have to spend a lot of money up front to just buy everything, which I may or may not need, but rather as I'm growing through necessity, I'm also spacing the money out if I need to invest and buy things. Utilize Twitch Prime benefits like free games and in-game loot to offer giveaways and incentives to viewers. Might be a thing if you're into gaming and having a stream focused around the game or games. Set goals for yourself and your channel and work towards achieving them. My goal, I guess it hasn't been a outspoken or written down goal, but my goal was to be consistent, stream every day, and because I have scheduled it to do so, and then find the ultimate, let's say, stream is scheduled for me, because I know when I did it, and that was another stream. You can go to youtube.com/stream is here to hero. You can find it there, where I show when I go through and how I set the scheduling up on Twitch. And one part which I said there was that I didn't want to spend like the calendar planning the rest of the year and spending a lot of time on it, rather like, okay, on a week-by-week basis, that kind of makes sense. And I know that life is going to push back on it because that's what life does. And then I can adjust it and tweak it and eventually find that harmony or like that balance thing between life and stream. Be open to feedback and constructive criticism. Yep. Play new and upcoming games to keep your content fresh and relevant. For me, I mean, I don't game that like from a gaming perspective, but there are software updates, there are OBS updates, there are OBS plugin updates, so that I can be first to cover that and then quickly understand what it is and then share that with you guys. In what way can you use this? If you're streaming and what you're passionate about, maybe there are trades and crafts updates, or there's a new tool, or there's a new this and that. You can be the first or among the first to report it. Or just when you discover it, you can report it then as well. And hey, I found this thing, like I found the vertical format for the stream, and I'm using it in this way, and such a way, and so on. Celebrate your milestones and achievements with your viewers. Yep, I did that this past weekend because I hit some Twitch achievements. Really important, even the small wins. Because every small win, even if it's daily, is utterly important. So just pat yourself on the back and go, woo, I did it, I achieved it. It may sound funny at first, but I think we really can get better at celebrating the small stuff. And as we are celebrating the small stuff, kind of form that grateful feeling. And that just invites more grateful feelings and more things to be happy and grateful for. So even small things matters in terms of celebrating wins. Engage your viewers with a personal level and build a real relationship with them. Yep. Patreon or other subscription-based services to offer exclusive content and perks to your most loyal viewers. It's something I also would like to do eventually, because as much as I would love to have one-on-ones with everyone and really get into helping, which if I could, I would, and I will be able to do that in the beginning. But as this stream grows, as there becomes more and more viewers, I simply won't have the time, and that would be one way to also being able to start to step into, because I have a full-time job, to start to transition over doing this full-time, because if I can do this full-time, I can be a better service to you guys. And that's a growth also from going from having this as a type of passion and hobby into a actual profession, let's say, and becoming an entrepreneur, or however you want to see it as. Attend convention events related to your games and these to network and build your brand. I know Twitch has TwitchCon. I have no idea when it is, but that's something I want to do as well. And maybe there are other streaming related events we need to go to. What events is relevant to what you do? I love how he ends or she ends with, the most importantly, have fun and enjoy the journey. Streaming on Twitch should be a fun and rewarding experience, so don't forget to take time to enjoy it. What I'm enjoying up into the moment is, I mean, I talked about skill set and growth, but as I have started doing, or no, and I haven't started doing, I'm doing this. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And what I'm really enjoying is that I'm being accountable to myself and I'm actually pursuing my goals and dreams. And to me right now, that has a warm and fuzzy feeling that I'm actually doing it. And I think we're actually going to end the stream with that. We've been going for almost an hour. And if you have any questions, if you're stuck, you have some topic for me you want to talk about, go ahead and interact with me. Go ahead wherever you see this video, like, follow, subscribe, comment. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch with the handle streaming 0 to hero. And I'll catch you in the next stream. Have a good one.